You may be seated.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
This is a case of Dayman versus Osborne.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Ms. Dayman, you claim you are certain that your boyfriend is the father of your 6-month-old daughter, Paisley. Recent allegations of cheating have caused a strain on your relationship. You're hoping that today's paternity results will help you save your family. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Osborne, you admit to being a father figure in Paisley's life, but say when the paternity results prove you are not her biological father, you are done with Ms. Dayman and her baby for good. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Dayman, you say you need to save this relationship. Explain.
We're living like roommates.
Really?
Yes. We're
So
not
it's
living
affected
like
the
a couple.
relationship
Yes.
that much?
Yes, Your Honor. We both have this doubt in the back of our mind. We don't speak of it, but it's there. We know it. I found out that I was pregnant. I told him, and we just both had like a look of fear in our eyes. Like, what did we do?
Oh, really?
Yes.
I was waiting for you to say, and at that moment, we were so happy.
No.
You had a look of fear.
There was no happiness. It wasn't your average, jump up, enjoy, oh, we're expecting. No, not at all.
You had a look of fear, Mr. Osborne?
Yeah, Your Honor, because the day before she found out she was pregnant, I received text messages while I was at work from her best friend stating that she might be pregnant and that it's not mine.
Oh, are you holding those text messages right now?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'd like to see them, please. Jerome, will you hand them to me? Thank you.
You're welcome.
So you said the day before you all got the big news, you got some text messages.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Osborne, you received a text that said Jillian might be pregnant, and she said it's another guy's. Just thought I'd let you know. Also, she's been blank, guy 2, out in blank, and guy 3. But there are new people she's been blanking. So this is your best friend.
Ex-best friend.
So why would your friend take it upon herself to text message your boyfriend just to let him know that there are potentially 3 other guys you're sleeping with?
She did to me what I did to her. So it's out of spite. It's all out of spite. A spiteful person does that.
Oh, so you did this to her once upon a time?
Once upon a time, something similar.
So the best friends are getting back at one another. That's your testimony?
Basically, I mean.
But I'm sure, Mr. Osborne, when you get a text like that, and then the next day you find out Ms. Dayman is actually pregnant,
Yeah.
there really is no joy.
No, there was no joy. It was more thinking in my head, are you gonna be stupid and try to step up and raise another man's child, or just dip out and run?
So why didn't you? Why didn't you just run? Why didn't you just say, I can't do this?
There is a chance that she is my child, and I grew up without a dad, and I didn't want her to grow up without a father. 50-50 chance, that's a good odd for me.
Well, if we do this math, it's more like 25%, because you would be number 4.
Yeah.
I'll say this. It's commendable what you did. Have you developed a relationship with Paisley? Were you there for the birth? Did you cut the cord? Did you sign the birth certificate?
Yes, I did cut the cord, and eventually I did sign the birth certificate.
Even with doubts?
Even with doubts, I signed it because after she was born, I pulled the nurse to the side and I asked her for a DNA test, and they told me that the hospital don't offer free DNA test anymore, that it would cost me $600.
You embarrassed me in front of the records lady when she came in.
I embarrassed you.
My friends were in the room.
Did you see the messages? I embarrassed you.
I don't care. My friends were in the room and you said you did not want to sign the birth certificate.
If it comes out that she's
Why
not my
did you
father,
hold my leg? Why did you drive me to the hospital? Why were you there through the whole thing? Why did you stay and not leave the hospital for 2 days?
Because if she is my child, I want to be there for the little things. That's what counts. But if she's not mine, I'm gone.
So there's no need to do all this and get attached to her.
You should have just not been with the other guys.
Well, yeah, that could have worked as well.
Yes,
There was
it
no
could've.
other guys. The Jillian I did not know. There was no other guy.
We wanted to get to the bottom of this, so your best friend is here. Jerome, please escort Miss Taylor into the courtroom.
I'm gonna have you stay to the left. Go up to the witness stand right next to the judge. Watch your step.
Thank you for joining us, Miss Taylor. You were best friends with Miss Dayman, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you were best friends. We also had offered into evidence from Mr. Osborne a text message where you seemed to let him know that your best friend was sleeping with 3 other guys and Paisley may not be his biological child.
Correct.
Is that true?
She tried to mess up my relationship and things in my personal life. So, out of spite, I told her boyfriend at the time what she had been doing.
So do you have any proof that she was sleeping with other men?
Yes, she told me in Facebook messages and she told me in person.
Did you bring any of these messages?
Yes.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. So these are messages between you and the plaintiff, Ms. Dayman.
Correct.
And these messages read, hate this stupid blank. That's referring to Mr. Osborne. I'm about to wait till he falls asleep and go to another guy's. You write back,
Really?
the next morning, did you go? She responds, yes, girl, I've been up all night. He's still sleeping. You also submitted another exchange between you and the plaintiff that says, if Elliot asks, I'm with you right now. That's what Ms. Dayman said. And then you write back laughing, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody in this gallery has either cheated or been cheated on. And this is classic cheating behavior.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
I had
If somebody asks you, I'm with you.
I had a lot going on at this time, so that message specifically was not about me being with any other man. The other ones are a different story, but that one, no.
Okay, so let's go to the other story.
That's sure looks
The
that way to
different
me.
story was you hate his stupid blank. And you about to wait until he falls asleep and go to another guy's house.
I can say anything when I'm mad. I can write anything over a Facebook.
Oh, so now
message.
you're saying you're angry.
I was probably angry at him, yes.
So,
I know
Miss-
that you slept with multiple people and attempted to sleep with a 4th.
How do you know this, Miss Taylor?
I was there with her with one man.
Oh,
Oh, you were?
Yes.
so you
What
were
happened?
condoning her cheating on me?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, probably because you was doing the same thing.
I was faithful to my man, but I supported her cheating on you very
Okay.
much so.
You were faithful. Okay.
I have no
You know?
recollection of this at all. Like nothing.
You cheated on him. You told me you cheated on him, and I was around you with different guys.
I don't know what different guys this was. What?
So she told you what?
That she was cheating on him.
She did?
Yes,
What
and
did she say?
She said that every time she got a chance, she would go to one guy's house in particular, and if he didn't answer, there was another one, and then if he didn't answer, there was one that I
Wow.
helped her introduce her to, and then she would go to his house, and then there was another one that she attempted to sleep with, but he had a girlfriend already.
What in the world? What is going on here? You just ringing doorbells like Little Red Riding Hood or something? Just ringing doorbells. What is going on? So is this true?
No, it's not.
You came out and you told me. You've popped up at my house after you went and cheated because he wouldn't let you back in the house. And we're knocking at my door and I didn't answer because I was asleep.
So, Mr. Osborne, how do you feel hearing all of this testimony? This is a lot. A lot was
Yeah.
going on while you were asleep.
Right. I didn't know what to think when I stopped sleeping after I got that one. I pretend to sleep and wait to see, if she'd sneak out.
And did
stuff
I
like
ever?
that.
And did I ever? Was I not there when you woke up every morning? Okay, then.
Well, yeah, you was there when
Okay,
I
then.
woke up every morning, but I
was
can't
there
keep track
every
if I'm
no.
sleeping.
I was there every night. You know, you would have heard every door open. Don't I get dressed loudly? I can't do stuff with the light off. No, don't even. Don't even.
Bro, there's other
You don't
rooms
get
in
to
the house.
co-sign some stuff and then not the other. Okay?
I can actually do whatever I want.
You did.
Let me try to figure out the conception window. When was Paisley born?
January 26th.
All right. Was she a full-term baby?
No.
So she was born at,
12 days early.
so that's about 38 weeks.
Yes.
All right. Given that birth date and delivered at 38 weeks, the window of conception would be May 13th to May 19th. It was May 17th, 2017, when you sent the messages to Ms. Taylor about you going to another guy's house, which is smack dab in the middle of that window of conception. And that's the night it seems like you slept with the other guy, according to your own message.
What I wrote in a message has nothing to do with the actions that I took at all. Your
You were
Honor.
just entertaining your best friend on
Yes,
the
Your
phone
Honor.
How
because
was that
you knew.
entertainment for me?
Okay, so
I told them both what they wanted to hear. That's what
Okay.
I did.
I don't care about who you have sex with.
Okay, but I'm just saying, I told you both at this time 1 year ago, I told them both what they wanted to hear. That's how I handled everything. Just
So-
ease people.
to please people.
Yeah.
So you're a people pleaser.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's your problem.
You see, this is why I have my doubts.
Why would someone say they have so many doubts when he was there through my whole pregnancy? He was, I wouldn't say, you know, it was all peaches and roses and we didn't fight, but he did the cutest thing when we found out it was a girl. He framed the pictures and
Well,
laid them out for
he
me.
told you why. He said he wanted to be there just in case the baby
So
was his.
why-
Hold on. Because what you've been doing all day is talking over everybody when they start talking, and that part makes you look guilty. You just want to convince him that he's Chicken Little and the sky is falling. Like he shouldn't have any doubt because he framed an ultrasound or he showed up to support you. He obviously cares
He
about you.
made the
Hold on.
himself.
Hold on. That's not the point. He already testified that he did it because he didn't want to miss out in case the child was his. We know that there is a possibility, but the problem is that there also is doubt. I can see the tears in his eyes. I can see every time he looks at the picture of the baby how much he loves her. I can see it. I can see how emotional that makes you, Mr. Osborne. And looking at her and seeing your relationship, how do you feel when you see those videos?
It'll be hard, but if she's not, I'm gone.
Well, the stakes are high here. They really are. And I think we're ready to get the results. Jerome? Thank you. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Dayman versus Osborne, when it comes to 6-month-old Paisley Osborne, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Osborne, you are the father. You are the father.
Good for y'all.
I can see how much that meant to you, Mr. Osborne. That's your little girl. You relieved?
Yes. I'm happy. I love her. That's my little world right there.
Good. That's exactly the way it should be. And I'm happy that we could get clarity for Paisley and for you both in this relationship. And I will say this earnestly. I don't believe all those text messages were a lie, but I do believe you ended up on the right side of this paternity determination, and I don't want you to get yourself caught up in another one. It's not worth it. You have a man who loves you and loves your child. You have to put value on that, and that's where you need to keep your focus. Do you understand me?
Yes, Your Honor.
And look who suffered for 6 months, Mr. Osborne and Paisley. You have to change. So we have counseling and resources for you to help you figure out how to get on the right track for this little girl, because I don't want to see her here in 22 years. Because her mother couldn't get herself together, so now I'm modeling my behavior after my mama, so I'm here too. We see that too often. Break the cycle. I wish you all the very best. Court is adjourned.